But last night, Russell Westbrook made NBA history, giving us the highest scoring triple-double ever with 57 points in another crazy come-from-behind win. OKC was down. Westbrook scored 19 in 7 minutes, capped by a running three-pointer to send it to overtime. So is Russ once again the MVP favorite, or is it still James Harden? It's a debate we've had for months, and one we'll continue to have over the next few weeks. But not today. Not today. Today, we got to switch it up and have some other debates, because we'll be talking about Russ Harden and that MVP debate as we get closer to the end of the regular season. Some other debates, Trey. Let's do it.
All right, our first debate. We all know the superstars in the league right now, so let's look to the future. Who's going to be the best player in 5 years? Your candidates: Giannis Antetokounmpo, the jump ball master; Devin Booker; Anthony Davis; or Karl Anthony Towns. What you guys think?
That's a toughie, but give me the Greek Freak, because I don't think we've seen the combination of height, length, speed, and handles in this guy in this league ever. I think he's one of a kind, and we already know that he can get to the rim. He's shooting more at the rim more than anybody in the league. It's not even close. More than Braun, more than Westbrook. So, will he add a shot?
Right, that's the question. That's the question.
And in my opinion, he will, because he's shown me in his 4 seasons in this league, coming out of second-tier Greece league, that he will, that he'll develop the shot. He has improved so much. So how can we question him now? I think it'd be silly to question him now. You add that shot. He can get to the rim at will. He has a defensive intensity. So up against all those guys, I think it's him, even though obviously all those guys are going to be superstars.
He could be unguardable if he's a point guard at that position and he can shoot a three-pointer. That will be incredible, but that's still something to come along. But I think the safe bet right now is Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Already the production is unbelievable. He's 24 and 12, shooting 54% from two-point range, 35% from three-point range. Also, this guy, I believe if he continues to improve and develop on the defensive end and get the wins there, he could be a dominant player like a Karl Malone, like a Tim Duncan for the next 10 years.
Right.
That we're still waiting on for the Wolves. They haven't made the playoffs, not going to make it this year. We still need to see him in the postseason. But he's got so much to his game that you like. He can take a guy down low, post him up. He can step outside, hit that mid-range. He's a smart player already. And also, he's on track to play 82 games again this season. He played all of them last season. Takes care of his body, works hard, does all the right things.
I was just going to say, is Karl Anthony Towns a better basketball player than Anthony Davis right now, though? Right now. And I know we're looking at 5 years in the future. No, he's not. And I think the big knock, I mean, when you look at the 4 guys we're looking at, Anthony is he's the best basketball player.
Yeah.
He's the oldest of these 4.
Yeah.
That's important to point out. But the problem with him is the injury history. I mean,
history, because this year he's only missed 4 games.
That's right. That's right.
So
Up to this point, he had played 68 was the most, and he's already surpassed that. You're right. So that's the one knock against him, because otherwise, that guy right now, again, is a little bit better, I think, than Karl on both ends of the floor, especially defensively.
And he's also added that three-point shot to his game as well.
Yeah, not as much as Karl.
No, not as much, but he's also showing he's worked on it. And you also know he can hit that mid-range, that long mid-range one as well. And again, the thing with the Pelicans, you want to start seeing some wins getting into the playoffs. I know they made it a couple of years ago. They're not going to make it again this year. So things have been a little bit unsettled for him in New Orleans, but if he can get a stable team around him, he's got DeMarcus Cousins. If there's changes in the coaching staff and that, then sure, the sky is the limit.
But he's 24, and like the GMs voted on, it was 2 years ago, so the beginning of the 2015-16 season, basically unanimously, they wanted to start their franchises with Anthony Davis, but things changed because of the injuries, and that's it. But this year he's had a really good season, so now he's got some help around. I think it's a little unfair that we say, well, the guy's not going to be healthy. I mean, he leaves games all the time.
He comes
right back
injuries,
in. Because he's a really tough guy.
Let me make a case for Devin Booker here, though. I have to.
It took you this long.
And I'll ask you 2 questions to sort of try and make my case. Early in the 2000s, was Kobe Bryant, at some point when he was around the age of 24, 25, 26, was Kobe Bryant the best player in the game for any of those years around that time?
Sort of.
Maybe. I mean, Shaq.
Definitely, possibly.
Yeah.
Definitely possible. Okay, now, is Devin Booker as good or better than Kobe was at the age of 20? Is where he is. And keep in mind that Kobe was in his 3rd year at the age of 20, and Devin, of course, is in his 2nd year. What I'm getting at is it that far-fetched to think that Devin Booker's putting up 30 per game at the age of 24 like Kobe was?
No, he could easily be the best shooter and the best 2-guard. I'm not sure he can have the same impact on both ends of the floor.
Fair. But that guy's going to be scoring 30 a game.
He'll get 30 a game in 2 years.
Earlier, so we will see. All right. With all of these, let's hear from you guys on Twitter. #TheStarters.